Welcome back to the Who is Will Sims podcast. Today on In Case You Missed It, which is what I'm calling this segment, or it'll, be stylized as ICYMI. My brain was working overtime there. This segment will be about basically events that I get to be a part of, whether I'm just attending or I'm performing or working it, but I feel that it's worth noting how awesome it was and how great it was to be a part of it. Or if it's terrible, maybe I'll just crap all over it. Who knows? But today we're talking about BAGfest 2024, which was a great time. It was organized by my buddy Nico Sells, who has a group called Pretend Industries, where they put on a bunch of local events. Just different ways to get people together, hopefully intermingle, build connections, network. We played his Rockstar Garage Sale thing a couple weeks ago at Shamrock Inn, which was pretty cool. It's just a neat little thing he got going on. On Wednesdays, he does the open mic night at Emerald Tavern. And this year he's doing he did BAGfest, which was a pretty big local music festival, 3 stages, alternating bands on each stage, upwards of about 30 bands throughout the day, and comics too. I should note, comics on the downstairs stage. I can only imagine, because I know that when I was down there at one point, I could hear the person on the stage upstairs, like stomping on the stage. So that was probably an interesting experience doing comedy under that stage. But yeah, initially when I booked this, I had something else going on, so I asked for the earliest slot I could get, and so we went first on the whole day, kicking the whole thing off. There was we were on the downstairs stage where everything kind of started. The venue was the Crown Soul in Baltimore. Basically like a really amazing Korean food restaurant that also hosts shows. And wow, I had some of their food. It was delicious. And so yeah, so I kicked it off, and then Nico actually had like a few acts throughout the day. One of his first ones was his rap persona, World Badness, which was pretty cool, getting to see him do that. Had some really fun tracks. I also love that he did some disguises. He had like some different outfits he put on, so you didn't know it was him in a couple of the different groups. So I thought that was interesting. And then after that, we had Grayson Moon, who I only recently discovered in the area. I heard one of his songs. I thought it sounded great, and then boom, he was playing after me at this gig, and we hit it off pretty good. We shared a bottle of some kind of Asian Korean alcohol. We split that. That was a good time. But yeah, he had a really cool set, really great songs. Guy can sing, really, really great. So I look forward to, working with him a bit, maybe doing some shows. Definitely want to get him on the podcast at some point. Totally awesome guy. Then after Grayson, we had another rap group called P-Yeti. They had kind of like a duo thing going on with backing tracks and guitar and stuff. Pretty cool guys, awesome set, really neat kind of presentation of the group, and it got, inspiring for me. I've been thinking about learning how to use DJ tracks and effects and stuff, to enhance my shows. So just seeing other people do it gives you ideas. Then after P-Yeti, one of Nick's other groups, My Useless Self, performed. If you guys know Derek Credito, who was on the podcast, he's in that group, and they played a great set, amazing. Bailey on the cello, always amazing, and just really cool songs. So definitely want to have Nico on here at some point too. Talk about some of his stuff that he's got going on. All right. After that, we had Feather and Flask, also friends of the podcast. Probably when this comes out, their episode won't be out yet, but I did have them over and we did record an episode, and we're just waiting on the right time because they've got an album coming soon, or EP. I can't remember if it was an album or an EP, but they've got some stuff coming soon, so we're excited about that. And then the last band I caught downstairs was 3AM Johnny, who I met him over at Nico's open mic at Emerald Tavern, and I'd just seen him play by himself, cool guy, but he had a whole band, had a fiddle player, everything, totally cool setup, and they rocked pretty hard. So after that, I made my way upstairs after eating a delicious plate of beef bulgogi, which was just heavenly. I made my way upstairs and caught some of the Rage Against the Machine tribute, which was also one of Nick's groups that day. They were pretty awesome. Totally had the energy and the vibes down. Great. The guitar player, I don't know his name, but I also met him at Nico's open mic. But he had all the effects down and everything, pretty sick. And then after them, I believe, I'm looking at the list right now because I saw the Rage tribute, and then I believe it was Rodney Henry. He was just playing by himself, like solo acoustic, and he was really good. He had a really great songs, really great energy. He also had some really great jokes that I'm not going to tell here. You got to go see his act. But he just was he's definitely a seasoned musician and put on had a lot of great energy up there playing. So mad respect for him. After him was the band Moraine, who I'd never seen before. They were awesome, great rock band. They've got a new album coming out in June. So make sure you go check them out. They rock pretty good. They got some good songs. Looking forward to hearing this record. And just all around cool dudes. Then after Moraine, this band Under Fallen Skies played. They were good. Great rock band. I saw a couple other bands, but the last band I caught that day was the Korn tribute. They were called Issues, and they were cool, man. A lot of people came up and saw them, and they rocked pretty hard. Had the singer was wearing a kilt. They were actually from Scranton. They drove down for the gig, but Issues. The singer was wearing a kilt and everything, really channeling the Korn vibes. And yeah, man, they rocked the set. Played like a lot of the big Korn songs, like "Falling Away from Me" and what's the other one? I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, they played "Got the Life." I was hoping for "Coming Undone," but they played some other stuff. They actually played "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit. Kind of went off the script a little bit there, and they also did a little bit of "Killing in the Name of." But "Falling Away from Me" and "Freak on a Leash" is the other one I was thinking of that they played. But they had a cool set. I don't know a lot of Korn songs, but I was really curious to see what they brought to the show. And my buddies on Red Valley Nursery also played too. I know a lot of those guys. Sadly, I couldn't stick around that late because I've been there. I've been going on like 8 or 9 hours at that point. So I really needed to get out and recharge. But in general, my hat's off to Nico. The Crown is a really cool spot. The upstairs, they have 2 stages upstairs, which are really cool. And I would love to go back there and play again. It'd be a pretty good time. So that's what I got to talk about today. Make sure you check out Pretend Industries. Nico's other band is Bag of Humans. There were some other bands I didn't mention, but it's nothing against them. I was just a lot to take in that day, and so I'm trying to focus on the things that resonated with me the most. But a lot of great music throughout the day. I don't think there was one act I saw that I thought wasn't ready to be on a stage like for a show like this. Everyone I saw brought their A game, and they had it down. Whether they were heavy screaming bands that are like a little bit out of like a little more in the heavier range than what I listen to normally. I still had a lot of respect for the musicianship and the energy they were bringing, and then like the tribute bands, they weren't like hacking their way through these songs. They played the songs great, and they had the energy that the bands have. So a lot of respect all around for everyone that took part, and all the people. There was a lot of people that came out, worked the door, kept made the event happen. The sound people, I don't know if they were volunteering or if they were hired, but everyone was putting in the work to that day. So kudos to all those people, and yeah, man, hoping to do some more stuff like this. So that's all I got to say for today. This has been Will Sims, and I'm sure I don't have a lot of podcast episodes lined up coming soon, but I do have a lot of stuff in the works that I'm trying to get situated before I get back into some more episodes. But everyone stay frosty out there, love each other, all the good stuff. This is Will, out.